So how did I build my 7-figure YouTube brand? So let's start with a timeline. Now I created a YouTube channel called The Mousecraft back in 2012. I'm currently 22 years old, so you guys can kind of imagine I was around 13, 14 years old when I actually started making YouTube videos. Well, sort of. So from 2012 all the way over to 2014, I was just kind of messing around. I was in school. I was a very young person, of course. I was just watching a lot of YouTubers and sometimes making videos if I wanted to. Now in 2014, this was my big year. This is when I kind of like started getting my things together. So I decided, let's take the Mousecraft channel and completely rebrand it. Before, I started with making Minecraft videos. So MC for Minecraft. Then I switched over to Fallout and of course different types of video games, and I finally got to a game called Ark Survival Evolved. So before the game even came out, I got a bunch of information about it. I started making videos for it. I started making like speculation videos. Then I finally started actually making the content, the how-to videos, and building an entire audience. So 2014 was my biggest learning curve. So when I took my life and just completely changed it in a really positive way. So after working extremely hard on the Mousecraft channel, I finally reached over 200,000 subscribers, and I kind of reached a cap limit. Like I saw how things were going. It was fluctuating a lot. The content wasn't doing good. I was trying my best with videos, trying to make them, great and all. I started realizing there was a small little problem. The community was just not big enough to grow an audience there. And back then, YouTube was very, very different compared to how it is now. So after a year of hard work, I reached my cap limit with the Mousecraft channel, and I decided that I'm gonna start expanding to a different environment, a different community that's gonna keep me growing instead of staying in the same spot. So it was kind of like, man, you work so hard and you just gotta throw it away and restart. In 2015, I created the channel called Mousecraft, which is pretty much a Minecraft gaming channel. That's all it is simply. And I was making these crazy Minecraft roleplay videos, which are like, almost like a small little movie and like a 30-40 minute long video, but in Minecraft. So we started making those, spending over 16 hours a day. Imagine 16 hours a day while I go to school. My parents were freaking out at me, and it was a disaster. But after working a ton of different hours, I slowly started building my brand, my team, and the channel started performing extremely well. And the first year, the growth that we had on Mousecraft was absolutely insane. It completely swept the first channel away, the Mousecraft channel, and I decided, you know what, we gotta go even harder on this. So I built my own team. I started recording with my buddy Unspeakable and Shark. We all grew together, and we were absolutely crushing it from all these years. From 2015 all the way to 2020, and we're still killing it. So the summer of 2017, after working 2 years on Mousecraft, I decided we gotta expand. I'm reaching a limit from where I'm at now. I think it's time we move to a new location and we keep on expanding. So I created a lot of different channels. We created the Life of Moose YouTube channel, now known as just simply Moose. We created Moose Blocks, a Roblox channel. Moose Mods, a Minecraft mods channel. Moose Plays, a Minecraft Pocket Edition channel, which is a group channel with Unspeakable Plays and Shark Plays. Then we scaled even more and created Moose Role Plays, which is pretty much like Minecraft roleplay type of videos, but on that channel specifically. So it's just all like mini type of movies tailored towards a specific audience. So these are the main channels that we created. We also made a couple of side channels, like for example Jeff the Moose and so on, but that doesn't matter really too much. So we pretty much went from 2017 with all these channels plus Mousecraft. We completely blew them up. The first month of every single channel, they were performing millions of views, and of course the subscriber count was absolutely crazy, man. The Moose Army audience was just blowing up, and we were loving it, and we were having a ton of fun. Now at the time in 2017, we were still working 16-hour days. We were sleeping like 2, 3, 4 hours, and sometimes we were not going to sleep for 3 days or so. So we were cranking out videos, non-stop working, hustling, managing the team, growing the brand, of course, growing the merchandise and such, and just absolutely killing it. So from 2017 all the way, So at the end of 2017, that's when I started realizing that I was also reaching my fullest potential once again. And I decided that even with all these channels and so on, I think it was time to expand our operations somewhere else. And we moved out of the city that we were currently living in, and we moved over to Miami. So at the end of 2017, we moved over to Miami, Florida, and we got a crazy penthouse with my team. And we started making more videos. So 2018 was an absolutely crazy year for us. We were just expanding our channels, of course, growing a new brand, and of course expanding our investments, company work, and so on. We decided to start expanding our operations and creating new ways of pretty much expanding. So we hit the social media market hard. So we grew our Instagram pages and we built an online presence not only on YouTube, but over on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and more. Lucy, her own brand, this little puppy right here, she became a famous golden retriever, and we pretty much documented on how she grew up. And also we created @Moose's Garage, which is our car brand, because we have some pretty cool cars, of course. And And lastly, the Shop Moose merch brand. So mainly we were messing around with the entire merchandise in 2018, trying to see how it goes and testing our stuff out and learning more about it, while we were growing our social media presence, while growing our YouTube channels, and increasing our revenue streams from different types of things we were doing. So over to 2019, well, 2018, like the end of 2018 to 2019, we pretty much moved over to another new place. So we moved over to a waterfront property in Miami, a giant mansion where we can make some even crazier videos, because it was time we went hard on the Life of Moose YouTube channel. It had so much potential. The entire real life brand in 2019 was just drastically growing. It was like the year for things to change. Gaming was still very, very popular, of course, but the real life stuff was just extremely brandable. People loved it. It was so fun to do. You were experiencing things that you would never do, like, just watch this. So yeah, we did a lot of cool stuff, and we expanded the team out. We had over 10 people living in my house. Wait, 12 people living in my house. So in the summer of 2018, with 12 people living inside of my house, a complete mess, and working on like 35 different things. So we decided to start scaling more. We started finally like realizing what we want our brand to fully look like. We started getting a logo, which is right here. And of course, we started doing new things by scaling out. For example, esports, music production, more car stuff, more video production, which is more of like a secret thing that we do on the side. We pretty much help a lot of YouTubers produce content and other cool things, which is more private, but we can always talk about this topic in the future. And of course, we started focusing more on merch, like having new products, started taking it more seriously, building it for actual moose. All of this transitioned all the way over to the beginning of 2019, and around March is when we started doing things differently. So having 12 people live in your house was definitely mentally draining, especially on my health. So I finally, around March of 2019, I moved out. We started doing things more online, which made it a lot easier for us, of course. And we didn't require everyone to be in the same spot, because when you start a company, right, you gotta make sure that everyone's communicating correctly and doing things correctly. It's just very hard to do that when you're on an online presence. So 2019 was the biggest learning curve. We started doing things more effectively, started being quicker with our work, just being way smarter and saving a lot more time for our own personal lives. Because imagine, from 2012 to 2019, we didn't focus on our health at all. We barely slept, and we didn't do any of this stuff. And it's almost like we had to start doing basic things, like, for example, sleeping longer so we can think better, be more creative, look healthier and such, and perform better with our energy and so on. So pretty much 2019 was the year of reinvesting back into ourselves and making things extremely simple, because things just got so complicated with all these things going on. So we decided to start focusing on a few things, and of course, creating a team and expanding it. The team pretty much automated all this stuff and made it extremely more effective, because without a team, man, if you don't have a team like, for example, the Moose Army or Team Moose, it's gonna be impossible to do anything by yourself. You can only do so much by yourself. From 2015, spending 16 hours a day just to produce one Minecraft roleplay video that was like 40 minutes every single day was just ridiculous. I mean, that's crazy. It was super ineffective and stuff. From non-stop consistency and hard work, we finally narrowed it down, and of course, growing a team. Without the team, you wouldn't be here. So towards the summer of 2019 is when we decided to build the 100 Media production company. This has been a long goal of mine since 2012. Seriously, like, I've been thinking about this since I was like 13, 14 years old. So I always wanted to own my own crazy production company where we do everything. Everything I do right here, I want to do it for other people. I want to save them time, help them increase their revenue, grow a brand, and I mean, make a big difference on people's lives, because, you know, we gotta make a huge impact, right? And that's what the Moose 100 brand stands for. Always bring in 100% in everything you do. It's gonna be a little bit confusing because we had a bunch of different lines and stuff, but 100 Media. This right here, that's like my baby, you know? Oh, we also got a cat in 2019. This little cute thing right here. And of course, we did grow her very own brand and her own YouTube channel, so she is sort of YouTube famous. So building 100 Media was the toughest thing ever. It's almost like all these years of experience that I got and everything I learned was a new way for me to build something even better than before. The way I see it is, guys, everything that I do on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, monthly basis, yearly basis is all a way for me to learn something new and make the most of it next time I want to level up things. So that's kind of how I consider it. It's like this 2012 to like 2015, that was like the introduction. Then 2015 over to like 2017, that was like the level 1. Then we're on level 2, and now we're trying to get to level 3. It's all like different types of brackets that I consider that we have to pass up in order to become better versions of ourselves. So 100 Media is our brand growth / production company. We produce all the videos there. We create everything that people need for their videos, including for influencers and of course companies. We lower their expenses, we save them a bunch of time, we help them grow and just absolutely crush it so they can live stress-free. I can't relate. I'm kind of stressed sometimes. So this has been definitely one of the hardest companies to create, especially figuring out the blueprint on it, the people that are going to be part of it, and just how I'm going to go about it. It's got to be perfect. I got to nail everything down to the very T. So we finished off 2019 extremely strong, especially with 100 Media drastically expanding, our YouTube channel is drastically expanding. If you have any new opportunities, like for example, TikTok, guys. TikTok is huge. So TikTok became like a new way for us to get into a more of an older type of audience and do new things like create funny skits and so on. Yeah, we do a lot of funny things on TikTok, but that's pretty much became a new way for us to grow our brand, increase our social media presence, and possibly have new content for YouTube that we already do. And with 2019, it really helped us understand what we're going to be in the next 5 years. What are we going to be doing? What are we going to be focusing on? Where are we going to live? What are we going to do next? These just kind of came down to the true test. It's like once you make a 7-figure brand, how do you keep expanding? And this is the biggest year. The 2019 was the biggest realization of our year, and now we're officially in 2020, and let me tell you, things are moving really quick. I'm excited, a little bit stressed, but we got this. So over 8 years, every single day, bro, I would picture myself creating all these YouTube channels, doing this, doing that, and of course, making the production company that's gonna have over 200 employees. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna make a big difference in people's lives, guys, and most importantly, the impact that I wanna have. And that's why in 2020, we decided to open up the business channel. And the whole point of the channel is, well, honestly, guys, I really wish I had someone telling me on how to do all this stuff. I had to figure this out myself for so many years. I made so many mistakes. I've lost so much money, hundreds and thousands of dollars, guys, I've lost. As crazy as it sounds. Over these past 8 years, it's just been a roller coaster. So the whole point of the business channel is to make a huge impact on people's lives, guys. I want to show you guys the real facts, the real behind the scenes on how we do things, on how to grow, on how to make money, on how to invest, on things that school's not going to teach you, the things that people are not going to teach you guys, but our way of doing it, of course. So ladies and gentlemen, everybody watching this video, subscribe to the channel, slap that bell, leave a like, and comment down below. What do you want me to talk about? I'm super excited for this channel. I'm going to be extremely personal with you. I'm going to teach you everything that I do. I'm going to teach you guys on how to make money. I'm going to help you save your time. Make sure you're on point with your mental mindset, your physical mindset, everything possible. So that's about it, guys. Now in 2020, everything we do, you will officially be able to see it firsthand. And everything that I did to get to this, all the real details that I completely cut out, pretty much everything, I'm going to show you guys on a daily basis on this YouTube channel. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.